Alright, young Dragon Ninja, it's time to kick some no, I should not say that. Hey everybody, this is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PS3. In today's episode, we are going to make our way back up to deliver the Holy Grail in its rightful spot, fight against the boss in this chapter, and then wrap this chapter up. Anyway, on with the episode that is already in progress. And as you can see, we are now fighting the ogres for the first time. And basically, you could think of these as really slow-moving, big, huge zombies of sorts. Some of them will wield axes, some of them will wield bows, and some of them, I think, won't even... Some of them actually do wield maces. I'm surprised. I'm not even sure if there are some that wield nothing, but like I said, I'm not sure. But anyway, when you fight against these guys, you want to use the ultimate techniques on them to finish them really fast. Especially with the Vigurian Flail at its max level, because that will instantaneously, give you big amounts of essence for you to absorb to do faster ultimate techniques, against these guys. Because if you try to attack them head on, they will just prove to be more of a hassle. But if you want to take them down, a lot more quickly, then I would recommend that you use heavy weapons like the Warhammer or the Dabalaro giant sword. But of course, when you're fighting against these guys, the archers are going to be a big pain in the butt. So most of the time, you want to be able to take them out first. But there will be times when the rest of the bunch will just prove to be a nuisance, and I would. Be careful not, attacking them for too long, when you're in direct contact face-to-face, because there will be a time where they will try to grab you and try to attack you when you're on the ground. So, yeah, just be sure you keep your distance from them, so... And we should be getting close to defeating these. It shouldn't be too much longer, but of course there's another archer that is giving us trouble, and most of the time they do not want you to get close to them because they will hit you at the correct timing when you try to get close. So, yeah, that's one of the things you need to be careful of when you're fighting against these guys. Okay, we got ourselves the Holy Grail, and after we collected that item, that door will open back up. So, let's go ahead and make our way back, and I don't think there was a golden scarab anywhere within that room, but, anyway, let's go ahead and make our way back. And there is there's another one of the souls of the dead that we can, hit once and get some extra essence. And, of course, there are going to be more ogres that we're going to have to fight, on our way through. So, let's go ahead and just, I'm not even sure if the Lunar Rod is going to be that much of help, fighting against these guys, because, well, maybe I'm wrong. But I intend to use more of the Vigurian Flail when fighting against them. So, but just for the heck of it, let's try the Lunar Rod for once. But of course, we're gonna be raped by the archers that are around here. I think there's one in the far back, but just like I said, focus on these guys because they prove to be more of a hassle because they're, having heavy hits and them taking a lot of hits to kill, so just focus on them. But the ones with the bows and arrows, the archer ogres, they do not take that much damage to kill, so, but you can always, if you want to be speedy, you can always avoid them and just move out of this room, because if you do get back to the other room, you can escape from them. And let's go ahead and try the Vigurian Flail here. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe you can use the Vigurian Flail at its full extent to, just damage them fully. One of the things would be awesome if you could, lift the ogres in the air and do a Izuna drop on them. That would have been awesome. I know you can do that with most enemies in Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword, but you cannot do it in this game, so that's kind of a bummer right there if you think about it. Okay, now, let's get out of this. Well, I guess it wasn't just his time to go yet, so, now it is. Okay, let's get out of here now. And we are back at the elevator. But once we do start the elevator, we got more of those numbnuts we gotta kill. And when there's a lot of them on there, the elevator will stop, and you have to kill all of them in order to get the platform, you know, just empty in order to get the elevator to start working again. I think you only have to do this once. After that, you know, there is a good chance that more ogres will get on there, but at least it will make it back to the top of this elevator ride that we're taking. So. I love me to hack and slash some ogres. One of the funniest things about these enemies is that even if you decapitate them, they'll still be alive. So, yeah. So don't think that you're going to be able to instantly defeat them after you, you know, chop their heads off. So, and I think even though you may kill one, that after you kill one, I think another ogre will drop. So, I would recommend, you know, after you get at least one to drop, then at least get the elevator back online so you can move up. But of course, these guys are not going to stop coming, are they? I hope this isn't a 60-man or a 60-enemy battle royale, or else I probably would have messed up big time. There is another 60 enemy battle royale, but that will be in the next episode, and we get to play as Rachel at that time. Very interesting, I would say so myself. And some more of these souls that we can that we can kill to get some little essence points. Okay, let's do the flying bird flip up to the top of the... Well, no, you can't do that. You have to climb the ladder. Most of the time, you can do the flying bird flip to move yourself up, to get up some things faster if you want to get to higher places. And of course, there's going to be some more in this area. But the biggest problem when we start to go up this place is that the ogre archers are going to be giving us a heck of a time trying to kill them when we're, you know, jumping on those platforms. And this is a part of the game where platforming is at its weakest. So be careful and be prepared for some hair-pulling moments if you have not done so already, because sometimes these guys will, you know, push you off and, you know, bring you back down to this part of the level, or of this area. So just take into account what these guys are going to do to you when you know, come into contact with them. I hate that when they grab you like that. But at least if you hit buttons fast enough, then you should be able to do a number on them. And we were too short. Of course, it was that chain that's in the way. Doggone it. Okay, now let's go ahead and... Oh, one right over here. Can't these guys just go away? I think the underground is the only time we have to worry about fighting against these guys. So, I don't think it's that much of a hassle once we move elsewhere. Although I could be mistaken. Okay, let's go ahead and get that Vigurian flail grinded to its max. And of course, we can level up the wooden sword too, but do we want to go ahead and do that? Yeah, might as well. We got it at level 4. Only 3 more levels to get it to its max to become the strongest weapon in the game. I know, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move up here. And like I said, just be prepared for, you know, some hair pulling and possibly some cussing moments when going up this way. Because of these guys right here. These guys have to be the biggest jerks that you will ever have to fight against when you're up here. Their accuracy is dead on. Just look at that. This would be a time where, you know, using a sort of ninpo ability like the Art of the Firestorm would be really helpful. And look at that. He just knocked me off there. He just knocked me back down to the ground. So, you did not make Mr. Ryu Hayabusa happy there, Mr. Ogre. So, you really crossed the line. Oh, and I also got to point out that my voice is feeling a lot better from the last time, you know, I was doing an episode. So, if any of you were wondering if my voice was getting better, then yes. Okay. One more. And then it's time to just get out of here feeling happy without even having to worry about these guys ever again. Okay, finally we can move our way up again. And with the boss battle coming, it is always a good idea to save right here before you fight against it. But yeah, it shouldn't be much longer until we reach up to where we need to fight against it to move down further. And of course, the souls are going to be giving us trouble again. But use the windmill shuriken. That's the best weapon I use when you fight against those guys, is to use the windmill shuriken on them to insta-kill them. Okay, let's go ahead. Camera angle's at its worst. Okay. Here we go. Now we're back here in this area, and go over here at this one spot, and that's where you'll place the Holy Grail at. And once as you place the Holy Grail, crap is going to hit the fan. And yes, and what I mean by that, here is the boss for this chapter. This is the Bone Dragon. He has 4 different attacks. He has a swipe. He will do a biting lunge at you, or a lunging bite. And he will throw bones, and he will swing his tail. Your objective in this battle is to destroy its legs in order to make it fall down and open the pit at the bottom to explore even further down to the path, you know, the underground path towards Zarkon. So I would recommend using the oh, doggone it. Yeah, this is one of the things that I'm telling you about. You want to make sure you want to be careful of that attack, the lunging bites, because they will take a lot of damage. So now, for this particular part of the battle, using the Vigurian Flail will be your best friend, because it will get the job done a lot faster, and the damage, you know, when it's at full power, will, you know, come a lot faster than it normally does, you know, with a normal weapon. So, and we just got its health halfway done. So, we're making some really good progress here. So, let's go ahead and finish up these last 2 legs, and then that should be the conclusion of Chapter 7. So, now we just got one more. Its right hind leg. I'm gonna break your ankle. And here comes the last attack real quick. And that is going to be the ankle breaker! No, I'm just doing some more random, you know, swipes with the Vigurian Flail at his legs. So, Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we finally defeated the Bone Dragon, and its legs will break, and it will fall downward and open up a new path for us to make way towards the path of Zarkon. But of course, that falling crash will leave a crack in the underground, pathways walls where it seems like water's coming out. So that's going to play a big effect in Ryu's next chapter, but that won't be till after the next episode, because the next episode is going to be another Rachel chapter. So we have concluded Chapter 7, where we got into the monastery and went underground, and that took almost 45 minutes. That's really impressive. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and wrap things up right here. So next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PS3, we are going to get into Chapter 8 with Rachel, playing as Rachel again. And then we will conclude that chapter at its fullest with a 60 enemy battle royale. Anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers, and I'll see you on the next episode. See you guys then.